My beloved soul, listen carefully. This is not a coincidence, not a random moment, not something you just happened to click. God saw the nights you stayed silent while your heart was screaming. He saw the way you tried to stay strong while breaking inside. And now He is stepping in to show you the truth about the one your soul cannot forget. There's something shifting right now, something real, something you have felt but could never fully explain. And this message is reaching you because your spirit is ready to finally understand what has been hidden from you all along. Do not scroll, because what is about to be revealed will change how you see your love story completely. If this message speaks to your heart, comment "I receive this," like this video, and subscribe for more. You have been carrying a pain that no one truly understood, a quiet ache that stayed even when you smiled. And God is saying that pain was never wasted. It was preparing you to recognize a love that is not ordinary, a connection that goes beyond logic, beyond timing, beyond human control. The truth is, your soulmate has been feeling this too, even when they stayed silent, even when they acted distant, even when it seemed like they moved on. They did not move on from you. They tried to move away from what they could not control. And that is the truth God is revealing to you now. Stay with me. Something deeper is unfolding in your love story. There were moments when you questioned everything, when you wondered if you imagined the connection, if you were the only one who felt this strongly, if maybe you cared more than they ever did. But God is saying you were never alone in this feeling. Your soulmate has been thinking about you in ways they cannot even explain to themselves. Your name crosses their mind at unexpected times. Your memories return when they least expect it. There is a pull they cannot escape, no matter how much they try to distract themselves. This is not obsession. This is not coincidence. This is divine connection. And the truth is, they are starting to realize it too. There is a shift happening inside them, a quiet awakening that is making them see what they once ignored. They are beginning to understand that what they felt with you was real, and what they lost was not something they can replace. Do not leave yet. Your soulmate's truth is being revealed. God allowed a separation for a reason, not to break you, but to build both of you into who you need to become for this connection to survive. You were learning patience, strength, and self worth. They were learning loss, reflection, and the value of what they once had. And now those lessons are beginning to align. This is why you have been feeling different lately, more aware, more sensitive, more connected to something unseen. It is because your souls are coming back into alignment. There is a spiritual movement happening between you, something beyond words, something beyond physical distance. Your soulmate feels your energy even when you are not speaking. They sense your absence, they notice the silence, and it is affecting them more than they show. They are not as okay as they pretend to be. In fact, there is a growing regret inside them, a quiet realization that they mishandled something sacred. And that realization is becoming impossible to ignore. If you stay, everything about this connection will soon make sense. There were things hidden from you before, things you could not see because your emotions were too strong, because your heart was too open, because you loved without holding back. But now God is giving you clarity. He is showing you that your love was never the problem. Your love was pure. Your love was real. The problem was timing, growth, and fear. Your soulmate was not ready to receive what you were giving. But that is changing now. There is a transformation happening within them, a slow but powerful shift. that is bringing them closer to understanding what you truly mean to them. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. This is not just a verse, this is your story. God was with you in your pain, and now He is leading you into truth. Your soulmate misses you in ways they cannot admit to anyone. They replay conversations. They think about what they should have said, what they should have done differently. There is a part of them that wishes they could go back and fix everything. And while they cannot change the past, they are being prepared to change what comes next. There is an urge building inside them, a pull to reach out, to reconnect, to say something they have been holding back for too long. They may not fully understand why they feel this way, but they cannot ignore it anymore. And that is because God is guiding them toward you. Stay with me. The truth is getting closer. You have been seeing signs, little things that remind you of them, moments that feel too aligned to be random. Songs, numbers, memories, dreams. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. Your spirit recognizes what your mind tries to question, and God is using these signs to prepare you, to strengthen your faith, to remind you that this connection is still alive, still moving, still unfolding. You are not waiting for something that is gone. You are waiting for something that is being aligned. There is a difference, and that difference changes everything. Your soulmate is not the same person they were before. They have been through their own internal battles, their own moments of loneliness, their own realizations, and those experiences are shaping them into someone new who can finally understand your value. They are being softened, humbled, awakened. And as this happens, their heart is being drawn back to you. There is a moment coming, a moment when everything they have been holding inside will surface, a moment when silence will break, a moment when truth will be spoken, and you will feel it. And not just hear it, but feel it deeply, because your soul has been connected to theirs this entire time. Do not leave yet, because what is coming will answer everything you have been questioning. This connection was never meant to end in confusion. It was meant to evolve into clarity, into truth, into something stronger than before. And right now, you are standing at the edge of that transformation. There is a moment approaching that your soul has already sensed, even if your mind still questions it. You may have felt it in quiet waves, in sudden emotions that came out of nowhere, in nights where you could not explain why your heart felt so full yet so heavy at the same time. This is not random. This is the connection activating again, but this time with deeper awareness, with truth rising to the surface instead of staying hidden beneath fear. Your soulmate is not running anymore in the same way. Something inside them has slowed down, softened, and start to face what they once avoided. And this is where everything begins to change. Stay with me, because what is unfolding right now is more real than anything you have experienced before. They have been replaying your connection in their mind, not just the good moments, but also the moments where they failed you, where they pulled away, where they chose confusion over clarity. And this replay is not comfortable for them. It is waking them up. It is making them see that what you gave was not ordinary love. It was something rare, something that does not come easily, something they cannot simply replace with someone else. And this realization is creating a shift in their heart that they can no longer ignore. They are beginning to understand that losing you was not just losing a person, it was losing a part of their own soul. Do not leave yet, because your soulmate's awakening is becoming stronger. There were times when you felt like you were the only one holding on, like you were the only one who cared enough to feel deeply, to stay connected, even in silence. But the truth God is showing you now is that your soulmate never truly disconnected from you. They tried to, they distracted themselves. They convinced themselves they could move forward without you. But their soul never agreed with that decision. And now that inner conflict is rising to the surface. They feel your absence more clearly now than ever before. They notice the quiet where your energy used to be. They feel the emptiness where your presence once filled their heart. And it is making them question everything they thought they understood. If you stay, the deeper meaning of this connection will become clear to you. God did not bring you together just for a temporary moment. There is purpose in this connection, something that goes beyond attraction, beyond emotions, beyond timing. This connection was meant to transform both of you, to awaken parts of you that would have remained asleep without each other. You were meant to trigger growth, reflection, healing. And even though that process came with pain, it also brought clarity. You are not the same person you were before this connection, and neither are they. That is the truth. Your soulmate is going through a quiet transformation, one that they may not even fully understand themselves. They are becoming more aware of their emotions, more honest with themselves about what they truly feel, more open to the idea that what they had with you was real and irreplaceable. And with this awareness comes a desire, a pull, a need to connect. They are starting to feel that staying silent is no longer an option, that pretending they do not care is no longer working, that avoiding you is only making the feeling stronger, and this is where the shift becomes undeniable. Stay with me, because something powerful is about to unfold. There is a build-up happening, like pressure that has been held inside for too long. And eventually, that pressure needs release. Your soulmate is reaching that point. The emotions they suppressed are rising. The truth they ignored is becoming louder. The connection they tried to escape is pulling them back in. And this is not something they can control anymore. This is divine timing stepping in. For everything, there is a season and a time for every purpose under heaven. And right now, the season of silence is ending. The season of truth is beginning. Your soulmate is being guided, not forced, but gently led toward you through thoughts, through feelings, through moments of reflection that they cannot escape. And as this guidance continues, they are starting to see you not just as someone from their past, but as someone who is still deeply connected to their present. They are realizing that what they feel for you has not faded. It has only been waiting for the right moment to rise again. Do not leave yet, because the truth is almost fully revealed. You may have wondered if they regret what happened, if they ever truly understood your worth, if they ever felt the loss the same way you did. And the answer is yes, they do regret it. More than they show, more than they admit, more than you can even imagine. There are moments where they wish they could uh, undo their actions, where they wish they had chosen differently, where they wish they had been more honest, more open, more ready. And while they cannot go back, they are now being prepared to move forward differently. That is the shift. That is the truth God is showing you. Your soulmate is not the same person who walked away or pulled back. They are evolving, they are learning, they are becoming someone who can finally meet you at the level you always deserved. And this transformation is not happening by accident. It is happening because God is aligning both of you for something greater than what you had before. Stay with me because the energy between you is intensifying. You may feel it in your body, in your emotions, in moments where you suddenly think of them without any clear reason. This is not coincidence. This is connection. Your souls are communicating beyond physical words. There is a magnetic pull that is bringing you closer again, even before any physical action takes place. And this is why you feel it so strongly now, because something is about to change. Your soulmate is moving closer to a decision, closer to an action, closer to breaking the silence that has been holding this connection places. They are thinking about reaching out. They are imagining what it would be like to speak to you again, to hear your voice, to reconnect in a way that feels real and honest. And this thought is no longer something they can push away. It is becoming a need. If you stay, everything will soon come together in a way that feels undeniable. You were never wrong for feeling this connection. You were never imagining the depth of it. You were simply ahead of the realization. And now your soulmate is catching up to the truth you already knew in your heart. The waiting was not to deny you love, but to prepare both of you for a love that is stronger, clearer, and more aligned than before. And now you are stepping into that new phase, whether you realize it or not. There is a quiet moment forming between what was and what is about to be, and your soul is standing right in the middle of it, feeling everything before it fully happens. You may not see it yet in physical form, but inside, something is already shifting. The heaviness you once carried is slowly being replaced by a strange calm, a deep knowing that something is finally aligning in your favor. This is not imagination. This is preparation. God is not just showing you the truth about your soulmate, He is also preparing your heart to receive what is coming next without fear, without doubt, without confusion. Stay with me because what is about to unfold will bring clarity you have been waiting for. Your soulmate is reaching a point where they can no longer hide from what they feel. The distractions are not working anymore. The silence is becoming too loud. The absence of you is becoming too real. They are starting to understand that running away did not free them, it only left them feeling incomplete. And this realization is not gentle, it is intense, it is emotional, it is forcing them to face what they tried to bury. They are thinking about you more often now, not just in passing moments, but in deep reflection. They are asking themselves questions they once avoided. Why did they let you go? Why did they not fight harder? Why did they choose distance when their heart wanted closeness? And these questions are leading them to a truth they cannot ignore. They still love you. Do not leave yet, because your soulmate's heart is opening in a way it never has before. There is a vulnerability growing inside them, something they once resisted, something they once feared, but now it is becoming their strength. They are beginning to accept their emotions instead of hiding from them. They are beginning to see you not just as someone they once knew, but as someone who still holds a place in their heart that no one else has been able to fill. And with this acceptance comes a desire to make things right, to speak, to reach out, to connect. This is not a small shift. This is a turning point. If you stay, you will understand why everything happened the way it did. The separation was not meant to destroy this connection. It was meant to reveal the truth of it. It was meant to strip away illusions, fears, and immaturities so that what remains is something real, something stable, something guided by, something greater than both of you. And now that process is reaching completion. You are not the same person who once waited in confusion. You are stronger, more aware, more grounded in your worth. And your soulmate is no longer the person who avoided their feelings. They are becoming someone who is ready to face them, to express them, to act on them. This is the alignment God has been working on behind the scenes. Stay with me because the energy is reaching its peak. You may notice it in the way your thoughts have changed, in the way your emotions feel different, in the way you are no longer chasing, no longer forcing, but simply allowing. This is not you giving up. This is you stepping into trust. And as you do this, your soulmate feels it. They feel the shift in your energy. They feel the difference in your presence, even from a distance, and it is drawing them closer. There is a moment building, a moment where everything that has been unspoken will finally be expressed. Your soulmate is preparing for that moment, even if they do not fully realize it yet. They are gathering the courage, the clarity, the understanding they need to approach you in a way that is real and honest. They are no longer interested in superficial connection. They want something deeper now, something meaningful, something that reflects the truth they are finally seeing. Do not leave yet, because what is coming will answer everything your heart has been asking. There were times when you felt like giving up, when you thought maybe this connection was not meant to be, when you tried to convince yourself to move on, but something always held you back, something always kept you connected, something always whispered that there was more to this story. That whisper was not your imagination, that was your intuition, your soul recognizing something real, something divine. And now that truth is becoming visible. Your soulmate is moving closer to you, not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually. They are aligning with you in a way that feels natural, not forced, guided, not rushed. This is divine timing at work. What God has joined together, let no one separate. This connection was never meant to be broken. It was meant to be refined, strengthened, and brought back together with greater understanding. And that is exactly what is happening now. Stay with me because the final shift is near. Your soulmate is on the edge of action, on the verge of breaking the silence, on the brink of stepping forward in a way they never have before. They are thinking about what they will say, how they will approach you, how they can express everything they have been feeling without overwhelming you. They want to do it right this time. They want to show you that they have changed, that they have grown, that they are ready to meet you in a way that reflects the depths of this connection. And this desire is not fading, it is growing stronger every day. If you stay, you will witness the moment when everything shifts from internal to external, from silent to spoken, from hidden to revealed. This is not just about reunion. This is about truth being fully expressed, about love being acknowledged, about a connection being honored in the way it always deserved. You are not waiting in vain. You are standing at the doorway of something real, something powerful, something that has been divinely guided from the beginning. And now the final pieces are coming into place. Everything is now moving toward a moment that your soul has been preparing for long before your mind could understand it. You are no longer in the phase of wondering, no longer in the place of confusion, no longer in that painful space where nothing made sense. God has been slowly removing the fog, gently opening your eyes, and now you are beginning to see the truth clearly. This connection was never one sided, it was never imagined, it was never something you created alone. It was always real, and now that reality is rising to the surface in a way that cannot be denied anymore. Stay with me, because this is where everything comes together. Your soulmate is no longer resisting what they feel. That inner battle they were fighting is coming to an end. They have reached a point where denying their emotions feels heavier than facing them. And this is the shift that changes everything. They are starting to accept that you are not just someone from their past, you are someone who still holds their heart in the present. This realization is not quiet anymore. It is strong, it is clear, it is undeniable, and it is pushing them toward you. There is a sense of urgency building inside them now, a feeling that they cannot wait forever, that they cannot keep holding back, that they need to act before the opportunity passes them by. Do not leave yet, because your love story is stepping into its truth. You may have felt like time was against you, like things were taking too long, like maybe you missed your chance, but God is saying that nothing was delayed without purpose. Every moment of waiting was aligning something deeper, something more meaningful, something that needed to be in place before this connection could come back together the right way. And now that alignment is complete. You are ready, they are ready, and the path between you is becoming clear. Your soulmate is gathering the courage to step forward. They are thinking about how to approach you, how to speak their truth, how to express what they have been holding inside for so long. There is nervousness, yes, but there is also determination. They do not want to lose you again. They do not want to repeat the same mistakes. They want to do this differently, honestly, openly, with intention. And this intention is what makes this moment so powerful. Stay with me because the energy is shifting into action. You may start to notice small changes, first, subtle signs that something is moving, a sudden thought of them that feels stronger than usual, a dream that feels too real to ignore, a feeling of closeness that you cannot explain. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. Your souls are already reconnecting on a deeper level before the physical connection is restored. And as this spiritual reconnection strengthens, the physical own follows. That is how divine timing works. It aligns everything from within first, and then it manifests outwardly. Your soulmate is no longer lost in confusion. They are stepping into clarity. They are understanding what you truly mean to them. They are recognizing the depth of the bond you share. And with that recognition comes a powerful emotion, one that they can no longer hide or ignore: love. Not the surface level kind, not the temporary kind, but a deep soul level love that has been growing even in silence. This is the truth God is showing you. This is what was hidden before. This is what you were meant to see now. If you stay, you will feel the moment when everything shifts from waiting to receiving. The silence will break, the distance will close, the uncertainty will fade, and what will remain is clarity, truth, and connection. This is not just a reunion of two people. This is a reunion of two souls were always meant to find their way back to each other, no matter how far they drifted, no matter how long it took. You have been guided every step of the way, even when it felt like you were alone. You were never alone. God was walking with you, holding you, protecting you, preparing you. And He was doing the same for your soulmate. That is why this connection has not faded. That is why it has remained strong despite everything. Because it is not built on chance, it is built on divine purpose. Do not leave yet, because this is your moment of confirmation. Your soulmate is closer than you think. Their heart is open in a way it has never been before. Their mind is clear. Their intentions are aligning with truth. And their next step is leading them toward you. You will not have to chase. You will not have to force. You will not have to question. What is meant for you will come to you with clarity and peace. And that is exactly what is happening now. The love you felt was real. The connection you trusted was real. The waiting you endured had purpose. And now the outcome you hoped for is aligning with divine timing. You are stepping into a new chapter, one where everything makes sense, one where your heart feels at peace, one where your love is finally recognized and returned in the way it always deserved. This is not the end of your story. This is the beginning of something deeper, something stronger, something guided by God's hand. And this time it will not break you, it will build you, it will strengthen you, it will fulfill you in ways you could not have imagined before. Because this love is not just emotional, it is spiritual, it is intentional, it is divine. And nothing that is truly divine can be taken away from you. So release the fear, release the doubt, release the pain of the past. What is coming does not carry that weight. What is coming carries truth, clarity, and love. Your soulmate is stepping forward. Your connection is being restored. Your story is aligning with its purpose, and you are exactly where you need to be for this moment to happen. Trust it, feel it, accept it, because this is not a possibility anymore. This is your reality unfolding, and this is your confirmation. It is already on its way. Rest in faith. It is done.